Welcome back to Man on a Beach. I'm here at Mousehole with John. John, what does the beach mean to you?
Well, the beach, without this beach, there'd be something left of Mousehole, but not an awful lot. Oddly enough, what it means to me is one of the things that caused us to buy this house 25 years ago. The previous owner had just lost his wife and wanted to move into a new house. And he told me, he pointed to this window where I'm sitting now, and he told me how she, in her last illness, had had her bed brought in here so that she could watch the children on the beach. And actually I'm going to do the same thing if I can. Because, why? Well, because children are the future. But in this case, the beach is very special to Mousehole because, paradoxically, there are not so many things to do for older children here. But for younger children, this beach is absolutely ideal. Chiefly because I think it's totally safe. It's almost impossible to hurt yourself on this beach. The sand doesn't belong here and gets brought and reinforced every year, which is very important. But you can bring your children, let your children walk down to the beach in Mousehole by themselves, 3 or 4 of them under 8, and you can leave them here. Come down, bring your sandwiches down at lunchtime for them. And they really can hardly do themselves any damage at all, and they just have enormous fun. And of course you get a bit of ironical fun watching not so much the children as the adults, because during the winter the children will come down here just the same, but the adults will wrap up warm, and then a child sends its ball into the water and says, "Daddy, will you fetch it for me?" And Daddy has to roll up his long trousers, and it's quite clear that Daddy is not a beach person, but that kids are beach people, and that they remain until adolescence causes them to find that there is interest in the pinball machines in Penzance, and we lose them for a few years, but quite a number will come back here, and they, I like to think, will spend their declining days also watching the children and listening to the children playing on the beach.
Can I just sort of go here next to you so I can just relax the camera a bit? Isn't that interesting how people at both extreme ends of life relate to the elemental part of the beach and its appeal, and the idea of letting yourself go within the elements? And I wonder whether that's something that you're certainly articulating to me.
Well, oddly enough, I mean, there is another very small instance of that, in that I, being lame, fall over easily and am frightened of falling over on a hard surface, frankly. But on the sand I can't run, but damn it, I can walk, or I don't care 2 hoots if I fall over. So it comes good at that end of life too.
Did the beach pull you here then 25 years ago, or was it the idea of being away from the mainstream for your writing, isn't it, John, that you do?
Well, no, not really. I mean, Cornwall to me has always been a holiday place. My wife is Cornish, and that's different. But we've had connections with Mousehole since the 1930s. She used to come before, and so it is a holiday place. But it's so much more as well, even when you're stuck and I can't surf anymore or anything like that. But my goodness, I can get a very high proportion of the pleasure from watching and listening to others, especially the kids.
John, thanks a lot. That's great.